Hey YouTube, welcome back to Universe X. I don't know why I said that so weird. I think I was about to say UniX DVS and I transitioned to Universe X, and yeah. Point being though, we are here to go over more One Piece card game cards. We are reaching the end of the current known spoilers, so it will be a couple of days, maybe upward to a week before we get a new video on this, but it is really fun just to see these new cards, especially when more and more characters that you like are being revealed pretty much every day. We've got some really exciting stuff coming up next video because we got another card that I really want to talk about, a card that I actually prophesized. I broke it down and I was like, you know what, this makes sense last video. Either way, what I want to say here right before we get into it, I'm trying to restructure some of these videos to make things flow more smoothly due to constructive criticism from the subscribers. That's right, you guys. So right before we get in, I just want to say, if you need to find One Piece cards and you haven't bought any yet, you can get pre-orders for One Piece as well as singled and sealed for Dragon Ball as well as Digimon from PPG. That's Pro Play Games. There's a link in the description. It's specifically tied to me. If you want to help the channel out and help grow this relationship to the point where I have a coupon code with them, go down the link, click on it, and then just browse the site, maybe even pre-order some One Piece, and we will be able to take off from there. So yeah, just one of the easy ways you can support the channel. Past that, we are trying to grow. We are so close to 2,000. I can taste it. So if you want to join the Universe X family, you can subscribe right here. Just press that button, like the video so it trends, comment so we get the conversation going, and then last but not least, if you want to support me in general, you can go over to UniX DB where I do Dragon Ball games. Click the subscribe button there, because once that gets monetized, I'll be making a lot more revenue off of YouTube and I'll be able to do much bigger and better things, because honestly the gaming side is kind of where it's at in terms of making money, but I will never sleep on this channel. Now, let's open up the template and let's get into these cards. I started off with 8. I thought 8 was a really good space to have per video, but we may go longer than 8 because I'm not sure if 8 is going to fill up enough time. We gotta see. Can't really go into 10 minutes. It's taboo. So anywho, here, let's go with the template. Let's go on the first card. Just because in the past 2 videos I've forgotten to do this, give a huge shout out once again to Nami Piece TCG. Their link is always in my description, but they are why I have these translations. And though I have the link in the description, you can see their stamp on all the assets that I try to take. I just wanted to give another shout out to them. I'm sorry I forgot that last video. Keep doing this work. Much appreciation to you, Nami Piece TCG. All right, we've got a Zoro leader. And I'm gonna say right here and now, I'm a little sad because as much as I love Zoro, I don't see myself playing this over Red Luffy, and I don't see myself playing this over, Red Green Luffy. So maybe I'm just not seeing it right. Maybe I just need to actually put this down and see the rest of the Romance Dawn cards and be like, okay, wait, this is a really good aggro strategy. I mean, during my turn, all my characters gaining +1 or 1k power is going to allow 4Ks to normally swing neutral with leaders. And I can't ignore that. That may be more valuable than I'm leading on. But he's got Dawn X1. During your turn, all your characters have +1,000 power. So that's actually something. Like I said, maybe I shouldn't discard that. Art is fine. He's a red leader. Now I think it is a little weird because we just definitely got sightings of a red-green leader, therefore making the idea of supernovas and straw hats working together feel really good. So it's interesting. I don't want to write this guy off, but I think it's a little underwhelming coming off of the leaders that we have just seen. So yeah. Moving on to the next card, we have got Sai. This is just a vanilla, just a vanilla. But he's here, he's here. There's really nothing to say about this. He's a vanilla, he's counter +1k, 4k power. Under Zoro, he would go up to 5k power and hit for neutral, and he only costs 2, so you can play him on your first turn if you're going second. So yeah, you know what? Zoro's effect may trigger a lot of cards into a new level of power that can just be dangerous. So that 1k may not be bad. Now I'm gonna move over to this one, Romance Dawn. This is cool. This is the art of Zoro that I initially saw when they were spoiling the game that made me want to play. This guy is a 3 cost. He's got Rush, so he comes down and instantly gets to work. He's 5k. Under the Zoro leader, he will be 6k. However, even under the blue or the red-green Luffy leader, he's a supernova and a Straw Hat, so he'll be able to be untapped with lots of effects. So this guy will be able to get in for massive damage. If you're sitting at a turn where you have like 8 done, you might be able to play this guy for 3, swing on him for a damage. As long as he doesn't get smoked, you can then be untapped by another card in green, and then he's going to be able to swing in. This guy is actually just really, really, really scary, and I love it. It's kind of crazy because this game is new, so the power level's low, but it's crazy because this guy is an SR, and all he has is haste. Like, all he has is rush. He's the 3 cost 5k, essentially just rush. No real other effects, but this is going to give him the SR ranking because this game is new and the power levels are kind of sorted like that. That being said, I need a playset. This guy looks amazing. Even if I, like, it doesn't matter how this card falls in or out of like focus, I will still keep a playset because he just looks so good. But yeah, we'll get more into it when we start like demoing some of these decks, but it's this guy just has the ability to be so freaking aggressive, and even more so when you factor in all the untapping that the Supernova green cards do. Next card, you got a event Round Table. It's a Supernova event / Beautiful Pirates event, and this is Cavendish on the front. But main, give one of your opponent's characters minus 10k power during this turn. That is very, very strong. It is essentially like, you know, sorcery speed, spell speed 1, however you want to call it. It is happening on your turn. This isn't something you can use as a battle trick, and at minus 10k, I'm kind of glad it's not something you do as a battle trick. That would be very, very destructive. I'm also glad it doesn't have a trigger effect. So this is a hard removal card that can be cast on your turn. If you're going second, it can be cast as early as turn 2, though if you're going second on turn 2, I don't know what's needing this much minus to just be like kerblammed, but this is still a very, very strong card. Next, we have got Frankie Radical Beam. Yeah, it's just it's a promo card I think that was going out with people who were at Anime Expo, but it's also going to be in the set. So this is oh, Squid. I'm so done. I forgot about that. Sorry, the little text is just hilarious. Counter. One of your leaders or one of your characters gains plus 2k power during this battle, and if you have 2 or less life cards, this card gains an additional, or that card gains an additional 2k during this battle. So what we're looking at here is just, it's cool. This is a battle trick. It only costs 1. I'm glad because, you know, it's a battle trick. You got to keep energy. You have to do that. But you're going to go up 2k power, and then if you have 2 or less life cards, another 2k for a total of 4k. Very, very, very cool. This is just going to be extra defense, and that's going to be needed when you're just kind of hammering away at people and not leaving out blockers and stuff like that, as red may do. Trigger, your leader or one of your characters gains 1k power during this turn. So I do like that the trigger effect is inherently way weaker than the normal counter effect. It makes me feel like, you know, you just can't luck sack into a broken card. It's either going to be very, very good or it's going to be decent, and I like that. Next, you've got Okiku. Yeah, 3 cost, 5k power. That's actually very, very strong. Just those stats all in. Now I'm just looking at things that can go neutral with leader, and I'm just like, okay, interesting. Turn 2 neutral with leader, even if you go first. Don X1 when attacking once per turn, rest one of your opponent's characters with 5 or less. Okay, that's actually very cool because you should be able to get around blockers this way. And then also, if you want to attack somebody's character, you open them up. She is affiliated with the Wano country, as well as 9 red scabbards. So I'm looking forward to seeing if 9 red scabbards get some support, because they're not an archetype. They're a classification, they're a trait, but they don't have any specific like, oh, I'm a 9 red scabbard, so do this with me. So I'm actually really interested to see where it goes. Next, we have got, this card looks amazing too, another SR. These SR arts are out of control, like, and you can tell the moment they hit SR, their art goes another level. Like Zoro popped on another level. We are now about to see Trafalgar Law. He's a 5 cost 6k blocker. On play, you may return one of your characters to your hand. Play 1 level 3 or lower character card from your hand. Now, I'm sorry, Bandai, if anything, is always very, very flavorful with their cards. I've gone into this plenty of times with Dragon Ball, if you can tell, if you've heard this. Now, when it comes to this is cute because Trafalgar is literally using room. You have something that swings, right? And then Trafalgar's like, room. And then the thing you swung with switches with the card in your hand. And then if it has a rush, you swing. So this is actually really cool. Like, actually, this card, if you're playing Green Red Luffy, this is a very, 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 very synergistic card with the Zoro SR, because you're going to be able to play with Zoro, right? Swing with Zoro, and then you can tap 5 if you have, like, 7 down. If this is a turn you were trying to tap out, swing with Zoro, tap 5, play Trafalgar. Trafalgar bounces Zoro, then you play Zoro, and then you swing again, and that's just 2 attacks in that turn. For that's just cool, and you put up a blocker too. Yeah, this is an amazing card, and it's just making Green Red Luffy feel very, 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 very slick. I'm digging it. Next, and the last card we have in this video, you have got Basil Hawkins. 4 cost, 2k power. On play, add 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck to your cost area rested. Trigger, play this card. Now, the way this guy is, Animal King Pirates, Hawkins Pirates, the way this guy is, he's actually just a very, very good card. He's counter 1k. He has an effect, like, he's only being played for 4, and 4 for a ramp in Kaido is nothing. Let's do it. But on top of that, trigger play this card means that you just max him out. He's counter at worst in your hand. If they swing on your life and he comes into play, he's going to be able to ramp you 1 card, and he's going to be able to just do that just for a hard cast too. This card is money. This card is actually just very, very good. So once again, I am even more excited to be playing these games. It is just awesome. We're getting to some place. Romance Dawn looks like it's gonna be one heck of a starting set. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you feel about these cards. Like I said, if you want to do any pre-orders, go down to my description and click the link for Pro Play Games and get on that. That being said, I will see you guys the very next time inside Join Universe X.